YKTR Sports Nation, welcome back to the Body Science Content Studio. As always, shout out to BSC for supporting the boys. This is the PB&J show, the betting show. So I was back last week.
Good to have you back.
Here as always. Before we get into this show is for entertainment purposes only. Please make sure you gamble responsibly or irresponsibly if you're following us.
And if you're gambling with ISIS money.
And if you're gambling with my money,
that's
okay. So I was away last week. Performance review, how'd you boys go?
All right, let's get through last week. A lot of X's. I'm looking at the sheet here. Sharks plus 7.5 was my best. That went down. That was for the Chase the Gorilla. So I'm back to zero again. Simi had Bulldogs for you. Bit biased, but they went down.
What's he getting on the Bulldogs for?
He's MC. He's feeling the puppy power. He's looking at the 04 Team of Doom last night on the Lukey's grand final booklet that he had. But yeah, unfortunately, he talked me into them as well for 2 lines on a Friday. I got Panthers minus 22.5, just right on the death. But the Bulldogs cost us. Pineapple Express was from Cooper Miller. One thing on the Pineapple Express, I want to say it straight away. It seems to be whoever gets in there first, and the Hail Marys of Doom where we got like 6 or 7 legs, which is fun because if we hit it, we're going to hit a 90 grand multi.
Are we going to hit it though?
I don't think so. So I reckon try to keep to about 3 to 4 legs max. So we're a good chance of hitting it. Therefore, you can get $50. We might be able to jag a couple of grand here and there. But again, it's up to you, and it comes down to the likes as well. So for people punting at home, I think those will be the ones where we might be able to hit them.
One thing we sort of talked about off air, me and Scope were talking about, it's a little bit hard to punt this far out leading into the weekend. And Scope on a personal level has been going really well. It's been hiding his bets as always, but we may be giving Scope access to the YKTR Sports account. He may give you a little bit of a rundown before games. I think that'll be really good. We've really enjoyed the NRL season, and obviously you've been paying attention and doing really well off it. So I think it's something we're going to do moving forward, aren't we?
Yeah, well, let us know if you want to see it. Chuck it in the comments. Let me know if you want me to jump on the YKTR Sports
The
page.
skip on a Saturday hits different.
Yeah, because obviously before games you get a lot of late information that comes out, whether it be lineups. Sometimes I get a feel for the coaches, as we spoke about yesterday. Once I seen Ricky and Todd Payton speak before the Raiders-Cowboys game, I just had a feeling, man, I like the Cowboys down there away from home. So there are certain little things that I try to pick up on. I'm not really like a data stats sort of guy. I'm more of a feel sort of guy.
I'm like that
and
too.
then I've got a pretty good read on what lineups are presenting themselves. So
Even
if
like
you want to see me chuck them on just before the games, I won't do it every game because I don't bet every game. Sometimes I get a feeling on a game. So let me know, and then I'll do that on the YKTR Sports page.
Yeah, you're spot on. Even like someone like a Kyle Flanagan running out smiling at the camera. Yeah. You see a warm up, and like you said, interviews and that are really important.
And live betting, bro. Live betting is where I've been doing my best work. So sometimes I'll send a message into the group chat, and a lot of the time it's probably I've maybe only missed once or twice that I've chucked in the group. Is that would that be fair?
Yeah, that's fair.
That'd be fair. Yeah. So
60% of the time, every time.
Yeah, if you're hitting over 50%, baby,
that's a win.
$2 lines. That's $1.88 lines. You need to hit 55%.
All right, guys, you know how the show works. NRL lines, kitty bet, Scopes coming up this week. The Pineapple Express, personal bets, maybe on the weekend, and the race to a gorilla, which is turning out to be a lot harder than we first anticipated. So we're both back down to zero. I had Simi betting for me, so I would have been up at $20, but fuck it. All right, rolling into the lines. Cronulla Sharks minus 6.5 versus Manly Seagulls. Where you at?
I've been a bit sheepish on the Bird Gang of late, but I'm starting to feel them. I'm starting to really get behind the Bird Gang. I like the way they're playing. I know we historically play good against the Sharks. I think plus 6.5 is too much. I reckon it's going to be a really good game. I'm looking forward to it tonight. I'll probably play plus 6.5 and the 290 money line because, like I said, I really believe in matchups. And some teams just seem to match up with other teams. So, yeah, Manly, I'm all in on the Bird Gang tonight.
I'm going the other way. I think Cronulla Sharks bounce back and do it comfortably.
Yep.
Ooh, all right, Brisbane Broncos minus 11.5 going up against the COVID-depleted Canterbury Bulldogs. Where you at?
I've got some breaking news. On this one. So, and this may be true or may not be true, but apparently young rookie Jacob Carraz, who's supposed to be starting centres opposite Jordan Simi, Coach Tony Sags, has also come down with COVID. So Jordan Simi has been called in from MC. He is paying 101 Anytime jam coming up against Katoni Staggs. So get on Katoni Staggs now at $1.90 because he could come into $1.01.
Who is dealing up Katoni Staggs right now? Don't know.
No, seriously. I think it's Jacob Carraz. A bit of a giggle, but I like that right edge for the Broncos. I think over 38.5, there might be a fair few points. Jordan Ricky, our boy Jordan Ricky, I don't think he's crossed this year. Inside, little in and away, Katoni might fucking go over top of the rookie. Little offload on the inside,
like
Jordan
that.
Ricky. That's the sort of way I see it playing out, or could potentially play out. So let's have a look at the proper Jordan who'll be playing.
Yeah, so minus 11.5. You take the Bronx for that easily?
Yeah, we'll get to it. I've got 2 lines.
All right.
Got the 2 lines bet. I'll explain it when we get there.
The consistent North Queensland Cowboys minus 1.5 going up against this inconsistent Gold Coast Titans plus 1.5. Where we at?
You're going to love this bet because this is exactly what we see in these two teams. So Cowboys, consistent. We sort of know what we're going to get. They generally start the games pretty well. They come out, they build into a game nicely. And the Titans, they let you get away and then they come back. Let's go the Cowboys halftime,
yeah,
Titans
like
full-time.
I like
$9 bets for that. I won't be having too much on it. It's a bit far out there. But based on what these two teams have done to start the year, yeah, I don't mind it. Cowboys halftime, up at home, Titans full time.
Oh, that is some jam. Jackson Hastings, West Tigers going up to South Sydney Rabbitohs, minus 11.5 for the Rabbitohs, plus 11.5 for the West Tigers.
I sort of give Tigers a chance in this game when I was looking at it, but the more that I looked at it, I think with the teams that have got stuck in the trap of playing the Tigers of late, I think it's the opposite of it's the way that the Souths want to play. So obviously Cookie's coming off a 3-try performance. Cam Murray's crossed for a couple this year already. I'm looking at those two guys because that's their bread and butter for South Sydney. They love playing off a quick play the ball, and I think that's where you can really take advantage of the Tigers. So Cookie's 375, Cam Murray's 425. I might have a little bit of anytime jam on both of those two guys and for first as the game gets closer.
Is this a bad shout? West Tigers halftime, South Sydney full time? Do you reckon they roll off last week and get excited?
I reckon the energy will be there to begin with. But yeah, that's the bet that I'm going to go with.
I like that little halftime, full-time video jam.
Yeah.
All right, Newcastle Knights recently just signed off new Kalen Ponga for an extra 5 years. Congratulations
Congrats,
to Kalen.
KP.
Secured the bag. I love that. Plus 8.5 going up against Parramatta Eels. Minus 8.5 coming off a loss.
This is a really interesting game for me based off what's happened to KP now. So these are little sort of things that I look for. So at the moment it's minus 8.5, but this is a live bet for me. I'm going to wait and see what happens with the energy that the new signing of KP brings to it. I want to know because Knights have started poorly in a couple of games that I've watched, probably 2 out of the last 3, and they just they've lost it in the first 20 minutes. So I'm going to see what sort of Parramatta team turn up after a loss against the Tigers last week and what the influence of KP re-signing does for the Knights.
I think Junior Paulo coming back might just be a little bit too much and get some nice and square again. So I think Parramatta bounce back and cover that line. Penrith Panthers, the best team in the comp by a country mile. Minus 20 going up against the Canberra Raiders. Plus 20. Where we at?
Yeah. Panthers, best team in the comp. I believe they're a tier above everyone else. 20 is not enough for the Panthers against most teams, so I'm going to take nice and easy, minus 20 Panthers this week.
Any times anywhere down that left side?
Yeah, Isaac Tago and Taylor May are just scoring for fun down that edge. Even when they're not putting the ball down, Isaac Tago right at the end there, he's still got a meaty. So, fuck, you get a guy like that. There's so many options, really, when you look at the Panthers game. You can get a little bit carried away. But again, it might be one where I jump online for sure, one of these in this game.
What's the overs-unders on Ricky staying coach? But do you reckon Ricky Short's under pressure at the moment? Nah,
he'll be right.
He seems to always get away with it, eh?
Yeah, he'll be right. He's a legend of the club. They need to go on a really bad run for him to be in trouble. There are other coaches that are under the pump more than Rick.
St. George Illawarra Dragons coming off a great win on the weekend. Plus 12.5 going up against my boys, Sydney Roosters, on Anzac Day. Tough gig for the boys from down in Wollongong, but where we at?
Oh, look, I haven't seen enough from the Roosters this year, even though I haven't been high on the Dragons the last couple of weeks.
Dragons have a crack, eh?
To say that 12.5 is they're going to cover that easily. So I like Dragons plus 12.5 in this one.
After the last post?
Yeah, I know, but like I can see the Dragons pumping up for this one. I know both teams will get up for it because it's that sort of day, but 12.5 just seems to be too much for the way that the Roosters are playing at the moment for me.
Any time jam around there? You looking at Joey Manu again? I know we've been a little bit hot on him. We got Joseph Sawali out there. Probably didn't get the clean ball. It's going to be a packed stadium, Anzac Day. Do you reckon he steps up to that?
Who's Ravaloa marking up on tubes? Yeah. No, Joey Sawali, maybe the two wingers.
Yeah, that's a good shout. Joey
Yeah.
Sawali off the back of a Joseph Manu flick and Daniel Tupou jumping over the top of Ravalawa.
No, it'll be scooping on a
Knock on.
off a bomb.
That's probably more Angus Crichton, get on a loose ball type of shout.
Yeah.
Last game of the round, Melbourne Storm, minus 19.5 going up against the Wars, who historically kind of give the Melbourne Storm a bit of trouble, not always on Anzac Day, but
Yeah, Anzac Day seems to be a different beast for them.
for Melbourne.
For
they rock
Melbourne,
different.
yeah.
So Melbourne minus 19.5, New Zealand Wars 19.5, plus 19.5.
I am going to go the two inform halves for the Melbourne Storm. I think they both cross this week. They're going to be playing off the front foot with a lot of energy. Cam Munster into Jerome Hughes, $9.
Is Pappenhausen playing?
Yeah, Paps is playing, yep. Oh, well, he's named at the moment. See, this is the thing. You got to wait and see what the lineup's late. So he was named at fullback at the moment. So we'll see what happens. But that ankle did look pretty big.
It did look massive. All right, Earn You is a fun way of combining the world of cryptocurrency times gambling. Pick your tips for the weekend by joining around and have a chance to win some real money. We're going to be showing you guys our actual tips that we are putting through, and I've actually been winning some money off this as well, so it's fun. Gambling isn't always about making money. It's about letting people know that your sports knowledge is elite. And making money's fun as well. All right, guys, Pineapple Express. We have $50 for you guys. Here's your chance to place your bets down below. Like we said a little bit earlier, I know people seem to love the sort of Hail Mary one, but let's just try and get a win on the board. You're the West Tigers at the moment. We need that little... What do we need? 3-4 legger?
Yeah, we need your help because we haven't been securing it as well ourselves. But we had a good week too, and we haven't performed since. So, let's get it going.
Yeah, guys, comment down below. Hit there. All right, Chase the Gorilla. Where's the bet? Where you going this week, Skip?
I told you I love him. I love my Bird Gang. Plus 6.5. I'm on the Bird Gang.
I'm going to go Gold Coast Titans plus 1.5. I kind of like that halftime, full-time bet. I'm actually going to follow you on that as well. So really looking forward to that. Like we said, we're back at 1. Comment down below if you guys have... it'd be too easy to lie, eh? Comment down below if you guys are going all right on the Gorilla bet. All right, personal bets. I know you like to bet like a little bit later, but will you be having a bet on anything this weekend?
Yeah, we're calling it... There's not the 2 Friday games, so we've got two lines on a long weekend. Just to get your long weekend kicked off in the right way. Once again, love Manly. Been harping on about that. Manly plus 6.5. And I think even though with the amount of players that are out for the Bulldogs, comes a new opportunity for some guys to get to have a crack. A couple of rookies. I love Aaron Shop. I've talked about at the start of the season. I'm glad to see him back in the centres. I think, again, against a Broncos team that hasn't sort of proved that they're that sort of team yet, Bulldogs plus 11.5. It was a closer game round 2 when they played. So I'm taking both teams to the start. Manly plus 6.5 into the Bulldogs plus 11.5 for 250. Bit over a K for that.
That's not going to work. You can tell that's my money that you're betting with those stupid lines.
All right, then. We'll see. I love it. I love it even more that whenever he does that shit,
No,
I'm always going to hit. I'm always going to hit.
Bulldogs, they've got no one playing for him.
Yeah, they do. They've still got all the main dogs. Flanagan, Burton, Tavita Pangai.
But they can't even win if they're main dogs anyway.
Hey, look at that. Have a look at the names that are out. They're not. Avarillo's out. Naden, Burns. They've got outside backs that comes in. Ockenbaugh. They'll be all right. All right. We'll see.
That's how we lose some money, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you guys as always. Like, comment, and subscribe. Won't be having any personal bets, but we'll be down probably at the beach road, flipping up on some 2 up. So I'll be winning some money down there. See you guys later.